Hey Ray.
Hey Sonia, hey guys.
So what Avengers goodies have you brought us?
Well, with Age of Ultron on everyone's mind this month, I thought I'd take a look at an Iron Man figure, but this one is a little different. It's the Iron Man 3 Hall of Armor series Mark VII by a company called Dragon Models. They use 3D technology to craft hero vignettes in a 9th scale. They are pre-painted and ready to snap together in seconds for quick display. Additionally, the figures are set in a Marvel-suggested pose so that the body portions won't look deformed when the poses are changed.
Now this isn't the Iron Man suit from Age of Ultron, is it?
No, but all those characters are going to be released very soon from Dragon, so I thought in the meantime I'd get a bit of a head start and take a look at some of the design aspects that you can expect when those figures are released.
Awesome, because this is the Mark VII, yeah?
Yes it is, because the Mark VII closely resembles the Mark 43 that features in the film.
Sweet, alright, let's break this one down.
Alright, so first of all, it has a great box and great packaging. I'd be happy to keep the figure like this if I was trying to create the Hall of Armor, but since I don't fancy every prototype of the Iron Man armor, I'd rather put it on display, just like the Mark 33 here.
I like that there's a small element of putting the character together.
Yeah, me too. In that sense, there's a kind of customization to putting that piece together or assembling it, the kinds of angles you can create, which is nice. The individual pieces are all well painted. There's only a couple of places where the paintwork bleeds over the edges, but unless you're looking up close, you won't notice, and neither will your friends.
Now it's designed so it's easy to put together, but also that the joints aren't easily seen.
Right, the joints sit deep within each component so that they're masked. This adds to the striking aesthetic, and each piece is nice and clean. What I mean is that you can't see the cooling lines of each part that are caused from that molding process. In addition, there's extra parts that you can place over those joints to cover them further and add a flexibility to the look of the suit. I'm interested how Dragon are going to handle a character who has flesh exposed, like the Hulk, because it's often easier to hide these elements if your character is a mech or under cloth, for example. One of my favourite points about this particular figure is the Hall of Armor display case, which also lights up in 2 different phases. What I do want to point out though is that some of the joints can be unstable. And that's fine so long as you don't have the item within reach of small children or annoying friends who like to knock it over every time you go to lunch, claiming that it was caused from some earthquake that was isolated to your desk exclusively.
Sounds like you need to get some new friends, Ray.
Replace you and Al.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let's move on, shall we?
Yes,
alright.
okay.
So what do you think about the figure overall, Sonia?
Well, the 9th scale would make a great addition to any desktop. And these kits are great for people who like to assemble things but don't necessarily have the patience or the talent to make one from scratch. So I'm going to give this one a borrow.
Right, well aesthetically I can't flaw the sculpt. Everything is in proportion and it shows the guys at Dragon know what they're doing. I like that it strikes a nice balance between an articulated action figure and a statue. But it feels a bit on the fence. I wanted to customize the movement a little bit beyond the degree that was available to me. I felt restricted by that. I think the concept is sound and the figure itself is well sculpted, but it just isn't enough to push me over the edge and make me want one. So I'm gonna give it a borrow.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know, for the record, it was Alistair who did it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Al.
Yes, shall I ask him who did it?
No.
No.
But it was. I had nothing to do with it.
Al who created the earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Al creates earthquakes.
Al creates earthquakes. It's a little known fact.